when you go no contact with the narcissist, what are they doing? Well, right away, they're not doing too much. They're not concerned about you. They got a new shiny toy that they're fooling around with, but at some point, shortly thereafter, they're going to come back to you and be looking for you, and they're going to think, well, you know, I'm just going to get them right back. I'm just going to give them a call. It's been a while. And I'll be like, hey. And you'll be like, what you doing? Because that's what you always said. And then they'll be like, oh, I was just thinking about you. You want to come over? Yeah. But no, this time you're going to be like, on block. You're going to have them on block. They'll be like, that's all right. I'm going to leave them a voicemail. So you block, but you can leave them a voicemail, you know, because it goes right to voicemail, but then they never get an answer back because you deleted it. You didn't even listen to it. So they'd be like, that's okay, I'm going to email them. But then you got email going to spam, and you didn't read the email because the email's toxic. And you know that if you read the email and you start to believe the email, it'll take your energy. They'll take your energy from an email. They don't have to be in person. They can take it from an email. If you read it and believe all the devaluations in it or anything, or the love, whatever, they'll take the negative or the positive energy. They don't care. But they love that negative energy. But if you block them and you delete it and you don't read it and you don't read into any toxicity, because see, there's spells and everything that they do. They're basically witches and warlocks, man, if you think about it. They're full of demons. And all the different demons in them determine what type of cluster B they're going to operate like. Because there's only 5 different types you can be. They don't have that many personalities. Because they're demons, they're not very creative. They're just like AI. It's like information and statistics or something, you know. But what they can do is, you know, Satan can't make you sin, but he can give you options. The narcissist can't make you sin, but they can give you options. And it doesn't matter. They're connected. They've been hijacked by Satan, and then they try to do the same thing to you. They try to hijack you, and you're all connected. That's why they link up with you, and they attach to you, but they don't love with you. They don't bond with you. That's why they don't. Their attachment style is they don't understand or know how to bond, pair bond. But they also don't know how to leave the relationship, because it was never a relationship. They're transactional and stuff, but they never can leave because because of abandonment issues. So they can't attach, but they can't detach. And that's why they never will let you go. But they also use all of their sources of supply for regulation of self to determine their self-worth. And they keep you down and bust you to pieces. That's what regulates them. They regulate themselves through all of their supply. But if you heal is the only way you can get the narcissist back. And so in the case like this, as you continue to block them, not talk to them, leave them alone, they're going to continue to want you more. And the fact of the matter is you can never be with the narcissist, because when you love them, they hate you. When you hate them, they love you. And the only way that you can survive and live a wholesome, fruitful life is for you to not want them, and for them to miss you and want you. That's how the end game works with the narcissist. Or the other end game is that you do go back to them and they destroy you completely and then leave you. And then you're sitting in a skilled nursing facility with not a dime to your name, and nobody gives a damn about you. That's the other case. Or that you spend your whole life with them and just continually get devalued and treated like crap, and you're a hollow, soulless self with nothing in there, and you won't want to do anything. You'll be like a little kid sucking off his mama's nipple for everything that you need. They're going to make you regress all the way back to wearing a damn diaper and being incontinent. I'm telling you, man. They'll bring you right back to infant stage. And if you let them, I mean, that's really, they want to back you all the way up to 0, man, if they could. So just continue to push on, press on. Don't let your lusts get to you. If you pray and read the word and stuff like that, or you know what always helped me for strength and stuff like that? I would put the Bible in my ear on like YouTube or Bible IS or something, and I'd just go to bed and I'd let the like scripture run through my head all night long, and I feel better in the morning. I wouldn't even be worried about the narcissist anymore. So whenever I had like issues of lust, wanted to go back to the narcissist because I was addicted to them and all that, I would just put in like Proverbs and start from chapter 1, man. I'll let that thing run all the way through. And in the morning, man, when I'd wake up, I'd feel energized, man. And I'd feel that I don't need that. And so you got to do whatever it takes to get through it, man. And, you know, the living word helps, you know. But you can't go back to the narcissist. But they will then start to have feelings of regret. They will start to, you know, ruminate over you. They will be telling their flying monkeys and sending them out looking for you. And flying monkeys are really good about asking you what happened and trying to get you talking about it. If you start talking about the narcissist, it will get you pining for them. It will also get you trying to rationalize how you can get them back. So when you get around the flying monkeys, that's one of the tactics that the narcissist will use or the flying monkeys will use. And whether it's a natural thing that happens or it's a, I don't think anything is really natural with the narcissist. So I would say it's a spiritual tactic. But as you start talking about it, it's going to get you wanting the narcissist. I mean, it's just one of the things that happens. So you just need to just tell them, look, I don't want to talk about that individual. I have nothing good to say, nothing bad to say. I'm just kind of moving on with my life, you know. That's it. And the same thing with the narcissist, man. You don't ever want to talk about the relationship. A lot of times they'll bait you into talking about it, like, oh, you never cared and stuff like that. And you're going to be like, I cared a lot. I did all this and this and this. Next thing you know, you're kind of baited into, oh my God, I want you. I need you. You're getting too close. That hit is too close to you. That feeling that I can get the narcissist back is too close. That lust is too close. So you want to try to stay far away from them, have very little to say. You want to get away from them as soon as possible if you are in their presence. And then you just want to keep it moving. They're going to continually want you more and more and more. And their hoovers are going to get further and further apart, but they're not going to let go of you. They will hoover you 10 years down the road, man, if they can. They will attempt. I mean, my ex-wife, man, she's hit me up several times over the years. But I'll tell you, man, if nothing else, once you get over the narcissist and get out of this trauma bond and you start working on your life and you change it up, man, and you start having new fruit in your life and new energy and stuff, when you see that fool a few years down the road, you're going to be like, I don't even want to talk to your stupid ass. And so you want to get to a level of that to where when you see them, you're not attracted to them. You don't want to have sex with them. If they were to like throw it in your face, you wouldn't hit that. I wouldn't touch that with somebody else's thing, man. I'm telling you, man. And that's how you'll get. And then they just won't know what to do. They're always going to want you. But at some point, you're not going to want them anymore. Because they're a piece of trash and they're whores. And if you let them, they'll make you feel like a damn whore too, because they'll pick you up and drop you off. And then come back in a few months and pick you up and drop you off too. But they whore themselves out every day for things. And they're not, they have no reciprocation, man. You can't be with somebody who doesn't have reciprocation. They don't love you back with the same energy that you love them. It's not transactional, but that energy should be even. Maybe you do different things for each other, but it's equal in nature. Like, it's worth it for me to, maybe I work more or, you know, but man, you do all these things for me and you show your love to me, man. Or I work less, but I do all this stuff for you. And this is how I show my love to you. And I'm there for you. And actually, we could talk about anything and we could break down any conversation about any reality in our life. And I'll be able to talk you through it and not fly off the handle. Do you want to be with somebody that you can't even have a conversation with, and when you go down the wrong path with them because you're about to unmask them or slip the mask and have them rage on you, so let's just not talk about it? You can't do that forever. At some point, you got to talk about it. And you know, the narcissist continues to get worse and worse, and that's because they've been holding all this stuff in, and they've been doing well with it. But into their teens and into their 20s, because why? They're young. This stuff hasn't been built up yet. It's building up. All this garbage, it's like a trash can that keeps getting more and more full. At some point, it's going to overflow. And that's what happens to the narcissist. They're going to start having breakdowns into their 30s because they're getting older. They're losing their youth, and they're not having stability, and they're not getting better with their personality. You can't hold this stuff in. They're going to rage more, and they're going to stop wearing the mask at some point because you can't cover up trash forever. And that's where it gets worse and worse with the narcissist. And then after a while, you're going to look at the narcissist down the road, and they're not even going to look pretty anymore because this stuff catches up with them. You're going to start seeing these saggy, wrinkled faces on them where all they did was frown when you weren't looking and smirk when you weren't looking. That stuff starts to show through, man, because they be doing that all day long to people. You don't want them. You're sleeping with the enemy. They're lying and cheating on you every time they can. They're talking to 4 people at a time while you're laying in bed with them via text. Are you serious? They're setting up tomorrow's date while they're laying in bed with you and you hugging them while you sleeping. They're on the phone while you sleeping next to you. They're so delusional. They have no heart. There's nothing in there except a devil. And they came to shut down the empath. And God gave you a special place in this world, man. You got to be responsible with your empathy, man. Not a lot of people feel what you feel and can be energized like you can energize. You need to realize that it's a special gift, and you've been abused all your life. And yeah, maybe you didn't feel good, but now you're awoke to it. So don't continue to get abused, because before you were a target and a victim, but now you're a survivor and a warrior. And if you continue to stay in victimhood, you're going to stay in the relationship with the narcissist. You're going to be just as bad as they are. You're going to be enabling them, and you're going to be a piece of shit too, because you're not worth a damn either. In fact, you're helping them. You're like the drug dealer, and you know, you have a legit job and you're a legit person, but you're paying all, you know, to pay for all the bills in the house while the drug dealer is out there serving up dope to people that's getting them all killed. You're not innocent when you're the enabler for the narcissist. And so you're going to reap whatever they get, because if you're going to be in the company of fools and the company of evil and sleeping with evil, then you're evil too. You know, I hope y'all can give me a thumbs up, give me a like, give me a subscription if you haven't subscribed already. Try to put out new material every, you know, couple of days, every few days. So just stand tall, soldier up. Peace out. Love y'all. In the process, what y'all think? Dope. Yeah.